All right, indeed, we are living in a crazy world. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is Friday, the 26th day of December, 2025. It is no longer news following Trump's tweet on Truth Social. He said tonight, at my direction, as a commander-in-chief, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist camp in the northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at level not seen for many years and even centuries. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, they would be held to pay. And tonight, there was. The Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes, as only the United States is capable of doing. Under my leadership, our country will not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. May God bless our military, and Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists, of which there will be many more if their slaughter of Christians continue. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me. So it is no longer news that there are interesting days ahead in Nigeria. There are mixed reactions following what Donald Trump did, ordering the Department of War to strike Nigeria using a warship. Using a warship. You know, if it was just a drone strike, it will be something that people will not take much serious. But for America to put their taxpayers' money in deploying warship to strike Nigeria, they mean business. And this is exactly what I've been telling you on this platform, that America will come unannounced. But we are not just going to focus on what transpired in the midnight of yesterday. I also want us to focus on what is about to come, because a lot of people don't even understand what is about to play. Now, the situation of Nigeria has entered into international politics. This is all about, politics now. A lot of people have indicated interest about what is going on in Nigeria. And I am seeing that also there are some countries privately who have contacted some persons in Nigeria that if they need help to, fight back, that they will offer them help. But indirectly, the Nigerian government is all complicit in this thing. And what Nigerian government have signed, the things they have signed with the US, it is something that they cannot come out to say in public. So we are going to discuss what is ahead, as I said, not just what is going on right now. So as usual, this is a public opinion platform. We welcome people's opinion and reaction to what is going on. So you can also join us through the StreamYard link as time goes on, so that you share with us what you think about this. But the message is simple. Nigeria cannot become a terrorist state anymore. This is just, a message. If you understand international politics, you will know that this strike is following this statement. Take a listen.
And Muslim militant displacement and attacks against Christians in Nigeria, that too must end. And it must end now.
This is about, it's less than 24 hours, the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, made his speech. And boom, United States is striking today. So if you think that this is all about only Nigeria collaborating with US as they claim, they claim that they are collaborating with the US. In fact, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, they have to send out a memo. This is the memo that they are collaborating with the US to do all those things they did. Honest with you, it is not a collaboration, but US have been able to subdue Nigeria, that we are going to strike terrorists, targets in Nigeria, and Nigeria succumbed because this administration are desperate to return for second term. They did not say no. They have succumbed, like they are under the pressure of the America. Come and do. As far as you did not touch me, as far as you did not push for regime change, as far as you did not push for the disintegration of Nigeria, if it is terrorists who are going to come and strike, please come and strike them and leave our integrity alone, and leave this alone, and leave that alone. This thing is going to be like too long, okay, to deal with, because as I speak to you now, this terrorism in Nigeria is an ideology. Have you asked yourself, what do they want? This is an ideology of, we want to make Nigeria a Sharia state. So the United States, in their first movement, is you can't do this. You can't turn Nigeria into a terrorist state that maybe a terror stronghold that you can even launch attacks all over the world. You can't do this. So that is the first message. But there are so many things that are about to come in the future. A lot of people doubted that US is just doing business, they are doing politics. No, this is beyond politics, okay? This is beyond politics. Now, let us listen to that video of Benjamin Netanyahu. We are driving to somewhere, stay with me.
And Muslim militant displacement and attacks against Christians in Nigeria, that too must end, and it must end now. From Jerusalem, I send warm greetings to our Christian friends around the world. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From here, the Holy Land, Israel, the only country in the Middle East where the Christian community is thriving. Israel is the only country in the Middle East where Christians can practice their faith with full rights and in total freedom, where Christian pilgrims are embraced with open arms and are so deeply appreciated, where Christians can celebrate proudly their traditions and openly do so without any fear. In Jerusalem, the city municipality every year officially distributes Christmas trees. It's been doing so for 2 decades. By contrast, a few days ago, in the Palestinian town of Jenin, Palestinians burnt a Christmas tree in the Holy Redeemer Church. That's the difference. Israel stands up for Christians across the region, wherever they face widespread intimidation and persecution. While Israel's Christian population is growing, the Christian population in countless areas across the region has been dwindling due to systematic discrimination and oppression. This has happened in Iraq, it's happened in Syria, it's happened in Lebanon, it's happened in Turkey, and it's happening in the Palestinian Authority. The birthplace of Jesus, Bethlehem, used to have 80% Christian population. That's when we were there. When we left and gave it to the Palestinian Authority, it has since dwindled from 80% to 20%. The persecution of Christians or members of any religion cannot and must not be tolerated. And Muslim militant displacement and attacks against Christians in Nigeria, that too must end, and it must end now. I'm sending Israel's Christmas blessings to our Christian friends around the world, and I ask you, know that Israel will always stand with you. And Muslim militant displacement.
All right, that was the statement from Benjamin Netanyahu. So when you understand what this man said, you will know that he already had meeting with Trump. And not only Benjamin Netanyahu, with the Prime Minister of Italy, with some leaders, European Union leaders, especially those who really understand what is going on. So this is all about international politics. So the interest of Trump in Nigeria is even far beyond what ordinary Nigerians may see. What you are seeing is just Boko Haram, ISIS, Nakurawa, and I bet you 99% of Nigerians have not asked this question. What do they want? These terrorist people, what do they want? You know, every terrorist organization have what they want. What is making them to bomb, to agitate, to kill, to do all those things. So what do they actually want? Which is Islamic State. Turning Nigeria into an Islamic State, not even a Muslim state like Dubai, United Arab Emirates. We are talking about, you know, like Taliban kind of state. So the world cannot tolerate this. So let's start bringing people in so that you can share your opinion with us about what is going on. Stay with me.
Let's go to our top stories today. The US has launched an attack on Nigeria. Its president has announced. Donald Trump made the announcement on his Truth Social account, declaring tonight, at my direction as Commander-in-Chief, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist scum in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be hell to pay. And tonight there was. The Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes, as only the United States is capable of doing. Under my leadership, our country will not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. May God bless our military, and Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists, of which there will be many more if they slaughter of Christians continues.
All right. Before I go forward in bringing in people, now, there is a lie I want to debunk. I understand the position of the Nigerian government, the Nigerian authority, why they said they collaborated with Trump and all those things. Now, there is a statement Donald Trump made. Look at it, just in that first line. Tonight, at my direction as Commander-in-Chief. I want you to read that again. At my direction as the Commander-in-Chief. You know what that means? He did not take permission from anybody. He did not say, in collaboration with the Nigerian government, I do this. He said, at my direction. I want people to understand this statement because, you know, Nigerians are easily to be deceived. The government can just come out and tell you what they are telling you. What the government is supposed to say is that they have succumbed to the US, giving US that a free way that if you can come into our country to kill the terrorists, as far as you did not touch, you know, our administration, you did not push for regime change and so on and so forth, you know. This is what Donald J. Trump just put out there. At my direction as the Commander-in-Chief. And someone out there is saying that they collaborated. They collaborated. Anyway, it doesn't make sense, and we understand the truth. You know, Nigeria government right from time have been complicit in the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. I've been warning Nigerians about this. I even tell them what transpired during Buhari regime when Femi Adesina came to Chinese television to say that the Nigerian government will not expose sponsors of terrorism. So that was the time I was even telling them, look, listen, these people are the ones sponsoring these terrorists, okay? And as I speak to you now, somebody like the controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Gumi have come out to condemn this. They are warning Tinubu now. He said Tinubu should stop collaborating with the US. So that is why I am trying to let people know that this has nothing to do with only collaborating with Nigeria. If Nigerians like, let them come out to tell US, please, we don't want you people in our country. The following day, they will do what they want to do. Why? Because we have degraded ourselves. We have degraded our country. We have degraded the status. How can a sovereign nation, you say you are a sovereign nation, you imported terrorists to come into Nigeria to start killing your people? How can it be that you said you are a government and you imported terrorists into the country and the terrorists are killing your people? Nigerians have degraded themselves like this is not a sovereign state anymore. This is not a sovereign state. by the virtue of importing terrorists into the country. See, what pains me most is that these people have the guts, like the authority to come out to say that, yes, we imported it to remove Jonathan. It is only Jonathan we imported it to do. Like, what the hell is all this? And what pains me most is that Nigerians will not react. As usual, they will keep quiet upon the whole confessions like this one.
Let me first of all say that the idea of bringing people from outside the country to destabilize wasn't, I didn't say they brought people to destabilize. What I said was that the idea, they actually brought people into the country with the intention that those people will come and vote for them. I think you understand? And they never realized, they never knew, they were never convinced that they were going to win that election because PDP was very, very strong on ground. So the fear was that they were going to lose the election. So the only thing they could do was to bring in people who could serve as mercenaries to come and win elections for them through the back door. But when the new PDP came on board and joined them and to form the APC and won the election, they didn't know what to do with those people. And in the process, those people became uncontrollable. Many.
I hope you understand. You know, I am doing this for so many people who started following me newly. I'm trying to give you a background that Nigerian government are the sole sponsors of all these terrorists you are seeing. They call bandits and so on and so forth. They single-handedly imported it into Nigeria. The APC government did. So just stay with me. I'm trying to give you a background to understand that Nigeria don't have what it takes to fight any terrorism because the government are terrorist personified. You can say that Nigerian government is a terrorist government by the virtue of importing terrorists into the country to kill our own people. And this is the reason why I made the video I made yesterday. People did not understand. When I said that, oh, Christopher Musa is a good man, he can do what he likes to do, but people won't allow him to do it. Why? Because he is not fighting the terrorists. People said, no, how would you say Christopher Musa is not fighting the terrorists? I said, Christopher Musa is fighting the terrorists. The first thing he will do, like what he promised in the Senate floor when they were questioning him, he promised that he's going to probe so many things, okay? Now, the first thing he should do is to probe the importation of these people. Who imported them? So if he can't probe them, so there is no need to talk about fighting insecurity. If he can't stop the people who are financing these terrorists, you can't do anything. You can't stop it. So these are the situations. I'm trying to give you background. Stay with me.
In trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria. And a former chairman of PDP made that statement. I'm not the person that made it.
But that importation is a fact, is it?
That importation is a fact. What has happened in Nigeria is that most of the time when something comes up today, we never sit back and say, how did we get to this point? We got to this point by virtue of the fact of the effort to remove President Jonathan. There had always been.
Do you want to hear more about this? This is the situation. We got to this point because of the effort to remove Goodluck Jonathan. We were having Boko Haram in the northeastern part of the country before, okay? And the Boko Haram, they were disturbing, but it was solvable because they were just in a particular place until the coalition of Tinubu and Buhari, AC and CPC, imported these terrorists to remove Jonathan. Until these people will be brought to book, Nigeria will not know peace because people who are sponsoring the terrorists cannot be leading you. Terrorists are leading you, literally. Now, I'm just trying to show you some facts, some proof for you to understand that, yes, these people really do that. This was probably
that the media has not given appropriate attention.
Now, You see, that article you saw, you can go and Google it. It's on Business Daily. Kau Baraji, when he was doing his 70th birthday, he made a statement. He boasted that they imported these terrorists to remove Jonathan. DSS did not arrest him. Nobody arrested him. So the reason why I'm putting down all this background is because I'm going to let you know why the only option is international intervention. Forget about everybody you are seeing here. They are telling you this one can solve this. Nobody can solve this insecurity situation. No. Nobody, because they knows what is going on. It is just among them. This is like a secret court. It is like a secret court. So everybody is just, imagine they are warning President Tinubu to make sure that US stop, that US did not go ahead with this. Why are they warning him? Why? Because they know themselves. They actually know themselves. So there is nothing people will tell you about this US strike. It violates our integrity. It does this, it does that. Don't believe them. Don't believe them. In the voice of Zamfara Governor Dauda Nawa, he says, we know these people, we know their parents, we know where they live, we know whom they are. So what is stopping them from doing this? I'm trying to lay all this thing down for you, because tomorrow people will start telling you rubbish. Your celebrities will start telling you rubbish. Nigeria is a sovereignty. Where is the sovereignty?
Like I said, we know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as a government?
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are trying to understand, for those of us who are now conversant with Zamfara, have never been there, and we hear you as a chief security officer speak tonight to say you know these people, but yet you can't get them. It's a head scratcher.
It is something that we are trying to all put our heads together. And that is why, from what I can do as a governor, to have this CPG as a first line of defense. Of course, military are there, police are there, as well as civil defense, but they are not under my control. They are under the control of federal government. And they're, like I said.
So, I don't think there is any other thing you need to understand about this. There is nothing you will understand about this any longer, because I have shown you proofs. These people knows these terrorists. They are funding them. These people understand every attack that is happening in Nigeria. They have the intel. They won't stop it. In fact, if they see something that will stop it, they will even make it to happen, like what happened in Niger State Catholic School. How they made the call. They withdrew the military men who were guiding the school after the intelligence, and the terrorists came. They used trucks upon trucks to carry students. Helicopter was up, and the people said the helicopter was painted green, white, and green. Who is deceiving who in this country? Like, you can't fool everybody. You can't fool everybody now. You can't fool everybody. So this is actually the situation here. So I want people to join me in live so that we discuss this a very interesting issue. The link to join live is there. I pin it on the comment section, so you can join live through there. All right. Mr. Bondo, good morning. Thanks for joining. You can unmute yourself.
Good morning, Mr. Marcel. How you doing?
I am fine. And you?
I'm good. Can you get the lag? It seems like my StreamYard is lagging. I don't know why. Can you feel the lag from my end?
No, we can hear you very clear.
All right. Okay.
All right. How do you feel? How do you feel?
I'll just sit back, and if you have any questions for me.
How do you feel this early morning when you wake up to see that the United States government have ordered the strikes of terror targets in Nigeria? How do you feel? Like, what was the feeling?
My friend, Mr. Marcel, you know where I stand with all these things. You see, because for me, I am more interested in the root cause of what's going on today in the world. Meaning that we could even start from you talking about. You made a comment as to how the Nigerian situation annoyed you and how they imported bandits, but I
Are
you
you
were
there?
talking about the. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, my StreamYard is kind of lagging, but I'll go ahead. So what I'm
Okay.
saying is that for you, I don't really understand because for me, I maintain that Nigeria is a fiat state. Nigeria as a country is not a real country. Nigeria as a state is not a real state. And even the United States, where Donald Trump is sitting on a stolen land, meaning that the United States government stole the land that they are in today. So, for me, what we need to discuss is political invasion. Donald Trump doesn't have any business coming to Nigeria because the country on its own, named Nigeria, is a fake situation. All of us are here under duress. So, is he trying to
So you
say,
mean you are in Nigeria under duress?
who me?
Yes.
Everybody in Nigeria is under duress, whether you agree it or not. You in the north, you in the south, all of us are here under duress.
The
Meaning
statement
that
you made, the statement you use, like the way you use duress, I really want you to expatiate it. I may understand what you are saying, but you are not talking to me alone. You are
sure,
talking to many people.
duress means that we are here based on we don't have a choice. Just like when a thief comes into your house and tells you, hand over your house to me. And if you hand over your house to me, I will not kill you. They say your money or your life. So we are in Nigeria based on such a situation, meaning
Okay.
that we don't love the Nigerian military. We don't want to be a part call the office of the president, the officer commanding the armed forces. Meaning that we are not a part of these armed forces because we love them. We don't love the Nigerian army. We are here because of if you don't agree, we'll shoot you.
All right.
So the original bandit here is the Nigerian army. So, so when you are talking about all these things happening is as a result of things that are more ancient than banditry. If you want to point finger at the main person, is the Nigerian army needs to withdraw from the army.
All right.
All of us need to so all these things are where me I stand.
All
The
right.
country called, thank you.
All right, my brother. All right, my brother. Mr. Bondo, you said that we all are under duress. This is a word that I'm going to go and study because it sounds so good to me to hear that another person understood that we are under duress. But people may not understand the word. It just is voluminous, so it's not what we can just explain here. So I've got to do a video on just this simple word or statement that Nigerians are under duress in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mr. Bondo. All right, Mr. Innocent, you can unmute yourself. Let's try to make it as quickly as possible because we have a lot of participants this morning. Mr. Innocent, good morning.
Okay, good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, it's nice to be live with you.
Thank you
I've
for
been
joining
following
us.
your updates
All
and
right.
everything.
All right, where are you joining
You are
us
doing a
from?
great job. Okay, I'm currently in Kwara State.
All right, that is a peaceful state. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kwara.
How do you feel? Do you have mixed reactions or you have positive reactions or negative reaction following the United States strikes in Kwara State and in Sokoto State yesterday?
Yeah, to me, it's a very good move because I believe they never saw that coming. And issues like this is something that has been long overdue, right? So the moment I saw that event took place, the question that came to my mind was that, does it mean that Nigeria doesn't have this capability to have done what the US has done? Okay. Why do they have to wait for external forces to come and do what they are capable of? Just look at what happened at Benin Republic or so. They went there, they deployed troops there, they released, they went there with full force to assist the neighboring country. So what happened to your own country? They have what it takes to have done what the US came to do. So what stopped them? That gives a very big question as to who is really controlling the Nigerian military, just like the last speaker said. So to me, it's a joyful thing to me that the US has been able to take this decisive action to come and help Nigerians, and I believe going forward, we will have peace. We will have peace. So that is just my take on it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
All right. You said that, let me say it is a question. Nigeria that have what it takes to enter Benin Republic and conducted a neutralization strike, if I may say so, to neutralize the coup plotters. And now they have the jet, the military fighter jet, they have the human resources in the military. But why is it that they did not strike these targets? Why do they not do it now? The US is doing it. And look at the lies here. I tried to expose one lie, but people hate me for all these things. Look at the memo that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, he just posted that they collaborated with the US. But I used to pay attention to details, okay? Read the first statement there you are seeing on the screen that Donald Trump posted. He said, tonight, at my direction. Mark that statement, at my direction, as commander-in-chief. In other words, this man did not collaborate with anybody. This man did not take excuse from anybody. At his direction, he directed them to do it, and they did it. So the question you are asking is the reason why someone like T.Y. Danjuma made that statement he made, that these people are colluding. That is the right word to use. These people are colluding. They collude with the terrorists. Okay?
Exactly.
No, don't forget this statement. Okay? Listen to this.
Let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against me. And that would have been more honorable, because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that was a permanent secretary when his children were abducted.
I cut it off there. This is an incumbent governor of Zamfara State, Dautan Lawal, you all know. He is saying that the Minister of Defense is part of bandits, is part of the terrorists. He's saying that the current Minister of Defense is part of the terrorists, and he's saying it on the national television. So you now know the reason why these people, Nigeria, have aeroplane, they have military fighter jet, they have the human resources to do all these things, but they did not do it. So that answers your question, right?
It does, but it's in such a situation like that, it shows the state at which Nigeria is. That means we don't have trusted military.
It's not a matter of trusted military. We have the government that is colluding with the terrorists. Erufai made a statement 1 month ago that Tinubu is paying the bandits through the NSA. You can go to China's television to confirm it. You understand? Up till now, the presidency did not debunk it. So that is the narrative, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Innocent. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Keep up with the good work.
All right. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's bring another person. Mr. Davi, you can unmute yourself. After Mr. Davi, we'll go to Mr. Greg and we'll follow suit like that. Can you unmute yourself, please? It seems that Mr. Davi is not there. So let's go to the next person over there. Mr. Greg, you can unmute yourself.
Yes.
Culture, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, my brother, you know.
All right, Mr. Gray, where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you from Europe, Deutschland.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, it's a pity that our people don't understand, and the people who are coming to help us also don't even understand the extent of the damage in that evil contraction. As we are talking about the help that America is coming to give to us, but my problem is the people who are coming, yes, we love them to come, but I want them to understand the full damage, the kind of evil that is in that country. Because look at, under this 1 month, they appointed Mr. Musa as a defense minister, who has been the command, what do you call him, this CDF, or the defense this thing, before he retired, and they give him this position. So when he was there, he was only after the people who were looking for freedom. And he got according to the direction of what the Fulanis asked him to do, the so-called Musa. So he was brought only killings in the east, the Mr. Musa. So the point there is America that is coming to help us have not understand the damage the Fulanis have done in that country. The Fulanis kidnap every Nigerian. They hold Nigerians hostage. They hold the politicians, both east, west, north, and south, hostage. And all these politicians do according to the command of the Fulanis. So, I don't know. So when the Americans are coming, they don't understand the damage, because the bomb coming there will not get the retarget what America want to achieve. Because these people who ask them to sit at home, they will go home and relax. And when you bring those bombs, it will not bring any effect. To my own understanding and what I'm thinking. So, what I think they should do, if they really want to help the people who are suffering, the Christians who are suffering in Nigeria, is to divide Nigeria. Let America and the West to come clear and ask the Fulanis to be on their country, because no matter what you do, these people have their agenda and nothing will stop it. So if you ask them now to go and relax, when America finish with their bomb, they will come out and hash a vote against Nigerians. That is the fact. So, yeah. And the Gumi know what he's doing. So, and the military, when you have come in the military, the 70 to 80% of them now in the military, people who accept to recruit to join Nigerian military are Boko Haram. People who have been extremists against the Nigerian government and against the people of Nigeria are the people who accepted Nigerian uniform. So all these things that America is coming to do is fine. I love them to come. But wasting the resources and the energy will not bring anything to Nigeria. Because Tinubu, who is in the press as a president, knows the problem, and he is among them. He is 100% among them. He signed for them to go and bring on this family to remove Jonathan. So what the elite in Nigeria cares is their money, their position, their power. And the Fulanis know that that is what they're after. And they gave it to them, and they want to use them to conquer Nigeria and achieve their aim. So any person who is thinking that this airstrike will yield much, for me as a person, I don't believe that. What the only solution that America will be working towards is to dissolve Nigeria. Apart from that, in the next 20 years after, in the next 10 years after Trump has gone, if someone like Obama come in, or what do you call him, Democrat, who came to visit Tinubu the other day, try to counter what Republican and Trump is doing. When they get to power, they only after what they want to achieve to get the resources in Africa. That is their aim with the Europeans. So any other thing, it will not yield much. That is what I think on my own. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Greg. I really appreciate your opinion. Like, the only solution to stopping this forever, not just a temporary solution, is to make sure that people will be confined to their different origins so that they can have their own, military and what it takes to protect themselves without any infiltration. Thank you so much, Mr. Greg. All right, we are doing this stage by stage. We are now on to Mado. Thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mazi Okocha. Thank you, and Merry Christmas to all you good people across the globe. Yes, actually, I will also make it brief. I agree totally with the last speaker in view of the fact that what is actually needed here is a total disintegration. Why holding back what doesn't work? Does it make us human and sensible? No. The absolute answer is no. At least we all as individuals, we understand that when you approach a certain rigorous work and it doesn't work, or you seem not to be succeeding, what do? You divert, you change.
Yeah.
You change or you leave entirely your approach. That is what guarantees you success. Now, for a period of years, time, everybody there have been crying of this same insecurity without a sight for an end. Now, let's actually ask ourselves, what is causing all this problem? And how do we think or believe that it's going to end? The answer is not foreseeable. Or the proponent is not foreseeable. Why? Because, like the last speaker hinted, Trump is there today. He has mapped out this approach. But what happens next year when somebody else enters? And what happens when the present regime also there, Tinubu, of course, somebody else in his like manner is going to mount that office and continue from where their agenda stops. The hidden fact there, let us, whether we like to believe it or not, is whoever gets in there as a president is not actually the one controlling the power as it's supposed to be. Nigeria is being run in the like manner of a British monarchical parliamentary with parliamentary undertone. The actual person heading that place is the Sultan of Sokoto. Let us not doubt it. The Sultan of Sokoto with his council of chiefs and emirs, and everybody, every appointee that gets in there takes order from this clan, or they are always afraid of what comes from that place. Nobody wants to offend them because they are the actual people that controls their power, not even their president or presidency. That is a fact. And this is never going to end. Another fact is the Fulanis, they have their template. They have their template, and they are and they know that the people are not so resilient or cannot continue to be resilient forever. They are more resilient than every other sect of that country. And they know that it takes time to win out the feeble ones while their agenda continues. Because what is happening today is not a roadmap of today. It has been a an agreement, a template, or what is handed over to them decades, centuries of years past. That is what they are still carrying out today. And we keep on believing, or many of us keep on believing, that it is invariably sometime going to overturn, going to change. How? Because now every politician that goes in there, one, takes their allegiance from the Sultan of Sokoto. Whoever wants to get in there, whether the army chief, whether the politician, they first of all make sure that they go to Sokoto and swear an oath. Made them see him as a good Nigerian, as a one Nigerianist, and so on and so forth. That is exactly what plays out on daily basis, year after year.
Okay.
So what we should know is that, yeah, Trump had hit some targets, but he has not ended the militants. The other day, I saw them disarming one of their infiltrator, one repentant Boko Haram. The military, the soldiers, they caught him. He had a pile up of bullets around him from a military.
You just
camp.
have 1 minute left.
Okay, thank you. So the other time, yes, I saw the military disarming one of them with a pile of bullets, thousands of bullets around his waist, stole him from the military barracks. And he was supposed to be a repentant Boko Haram. And in their midst, they were all crying, look at this guy, look at this guy. Already, they are there. They have already infiltrated them. And how do you win out this clan, these people from the military today? It's not possible. They are there as spies to continue. And let's not forget, where did this thing start? When Buhari entered, we all saw how he opened borders for the infiltrator or the Boko Haram from across Europe. He closed all the borders in all ECOWAS states. And
It did not even start through the border. This issue of bandits started from importation. They imported them into this country.
Yeah,
so
no,
that was where it started.
I'm just giving an insight. I'm just giving a little idea for people to understand, because the politicians, the Senate, the House, failed to even challenge that Buhari's rascality in doing that, because it was unconstitutional. And none of them was bold to challenge him, to call him to order. You dare not do that. And we saw them infiltrate, we saw them troop in.
It's all right.
So the head of the whole fact
we have
is
exhausted your time.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So just not it. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop what they are doing or what they have mapped out to do. That is just a basic fact. Thank you, my brother.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. The last, speaker was saying that America's intervention will not stop these terrorists if the right thing is not done. Okay. We have Uchenna in the house. Uchenna, you can unmute yourself and... Are you there?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Abia State.
From Abia State. How is Abia State?
Abia State is good this morning. Our governor is working hard, and we love that.
All right. Good to hear that. Without wasting time, how do you feel when you hear about this U.S. military intervention?
Yeah, that news was one of the best news I've heard. For recent months, I've not been listening to Nigerian news, mainstream news again, because they don't present the facts. They don't bring the fact to the table. They don't. They present what their paid masters wants them to present, and you see. They somehow become complicit in promoting what is happening in Nigeria, because when evil are exposed, people are deterred to continue practicing it. But when it is covered, that creates more room for that to keep going on. And because the news mainstream in Nigeria are not exposing the evils of these politicians, they serve as a shade cover for them. And what I want to say is, of course, we appreciate the fact that US and other countries who are worried about the spread of terrorism all over the world, their effort to curb this systematic killing in Nigeria. We appreciate that. But then, you see, it's not going to stop. That's just the fact. It's not just going to stop, because when you monitor the security system, the political system in Nigeria, you notice that even when terrorists kidnap people in northern Nigeria, anywhere in Nigeria, those people are released without having those terrorists arrested. That cannot happen in any other place in this country. No, not any other tribe. It cannot happen. What happened in Kwara when they released, because of US pressure, when they released those church kidnapped victims? You see, no terrorist was arrested. They were not exposed. No one was shown that they were arrested. But they put up a stage where it appeared that everything is going all right. The victims have been released. And these victims are released, and maybe subsequently will be kidnapped again. And this is the fate of Nigerians. So, in my own opinion, in my own idea, there is nothing you can do than to go separate ways. Let's go separate. This thing we are doing in Nigeria is nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense. It's not going to help us. America is going to try their best. They are not going to kill all the terrorists. That's just the fact. Unless they kill all the terrorists, that will end it. But for the fact that they are not going to kill all the terrorists, let's go our separate ways. What is holding us? What is this happy thing about one Nigeria? What is this? We are not moving forward in Africa. We are not the best in Africa. We are not making advancement in technology. Yet every day you turn to Nigerian news, you hear about killing, kidnapping, every blessed day. Where are we making headway? And this set of people are still shouting, coming back 2027 to continue the atrocities, to continue what they are doing. This is unfair to humanity. They should stop this. Let's go our separate ways. We can be good friends, neighboring countries, but let's every zone protect their own territory. Then we are good to go. But saying that we are one Nigeria and every day you wake up with the fear that you don't know what will happen to you next, this doesn't make sense, my brother. Doesn't make sense. I'm
all right,
that
Mr. Uchenna.
We go our separate ways. Strongly believe that. Thank you so much, Happy Master.
Thank you so much. You see, what you just said is just like my first speaker here. He said that Nigerians are under duress to stay in Nigeria. Yeah. So that got me thinking, and I think I should go and study his statement and, go further with it. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Uchenna. I really appreciate your insight. All right. Okay, we are with Biafra TV. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell us your name.
Yeah, my name remains Chinonso. I am reaching you out from Asia, where I reside. I always admire your platform and always listen in my own time, whether live or you are not live. After whenever I meet this program, I will listen in my own time. So I want to thank you, appreciate for all you are doing. Thank you so much. Sir. Yeah. I want to start by letting us to know this thing. That the first speaker said, which is Oga Greg, which I know him very well. When Donald Trump was that first president of America, when Nigeria applied to Kano Airport, that to put Lehi agreement, that this flight, this particular one, should not fly in Eastern region.
Yeah.
When they removed Donald Trump, did this particular something I mentioned now, does it fly for Eastern region to bomb ESN?
It was bombing even innocent people in the southeast.
Yes. So why I bring this thing out is for you to know. Yes, I am happy Donald Trump starts something, but I am the happy is 50-50%. As of today, I have informed my people in the north, be careful and be watchful because the revenge will come of what happens or what we are thinking or what we are celebrating for. These people, they will revenge. And you know, whenever they revenge, Christians, Igbos in the north will suffer it. This is the pure truth that nobody will shy away from us. Now, for me, I am from advocate of the Donald Trump. Let's put everlasting solution to this. And it's also, all this is also vindicating Mazen Nande and Simon what they stand for, that Nigeria is not working, that Nigeria is building criminals, terrorists, and all these, that they are the owners of all these men that are killing people. Mazi, have you ever think of who we are before 1914 amalgamation? What kind of life are we living before 1914? If you can go back to check this part of what I'm saying now, just it's in the Google, it's in everywhere. Just type, who are we before 1914 amalgamation? What kind of life are we living? And what kind of life these Fulani men, or just type Sokoto Caliphate, what kind of life are they living? If you type this thing, you will know where the problem is. It's better we go back to the way we are before. Because the way we are before, we are living a very distant life. We, the people from old Eastern region, we respect our borders, we respect each other culture, we maintain our territorial integrity in our own way without fighting with anybody until Britain comes in and destroy who we are and handed over Nigeria. Have you come about this document? The secret why Britain handed Nigeria over to Fulani Caliphate. Search it is online. You this document I'm talking about. Secret document why British handed Nigeria over to Fulani Sokoto Caliphate for indirect rule. Type it, you will see. Then when you read it, you will say to Fiapa for Nigeria, to Fiapa for Britain, for coming in our life for the first time. My brother, the only way out is integration. And that is why I want to also let you think otherwise. Now, we have gone to the level where America started from. Remember July 4th, 1776, when America stood up, make declaration of their country, like what United States of Biafra has met on November 2029. This is how they started. What of Namibia? They all have all these problems. Namibia got their independence from South Africa. Today, they are a country. Nothing is impossible in this world that we are living. But what we must know is this: there is a criteria, and we must have on that criteria. Between you and I, the only solution is Donald Trump help us to let us go back to our different ways. Have you think what it look like when Oduduwa person is protecting Oduduwa border? How do you think when old Eastern region people protect their own border? How do you do when a Northern and the Arewa protect their border? They will join hands to chase away Fulani the way Ghana people chase away these invaders. That is area we must do this time around. But if we are not, Donald Trump will come after his 8 years. He will left, of course he will left. Then the worst will happen. The worst will happen. For him to bomb is good, but it's not end of the road. It's the beginning of the pains of those living in Nigeria because they will hear this pain. Now, kidnapping will increase because they have bombed where they stored their things they used to bring. The kidnapping will increase. The killing will increase more and more because you know these people, they will revenge back. They don't forgive. They don't forget. It's only you and I forgive and forget. I am a proud United States of Biafra. We are declared November 29, 2024. Under this of doing everything in America to make that Biafra becomes a country this time around. That is only savior we have. What Mazen Kano said in court, I am agitating for Biafra. Mazen Kano did not say, I am agitating for IPOB. He didn't say I am starting for any other. He said, it's my right to agitate for Biafra. That Biafra has been declared. The way this America today declared their own on July 4th, 1776. The way Namibia declared their own 1990. The way every other country in Africa today you are seeing declare their own. Do you know that in Africa, 8 countries or 12 was being declared by Israel government? Thank you so much. I stop here. We must face the reality. The reality is disintegration of Nigeria. I want to go back the way I am before 1914. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, my brother. It is becoming popular opinion that Nigeria cannot continue like this as one. It is actually becoming a popular opinion. All right, thank you so much. We really appreciate your input. Okay, let us go to Mr. Erasmus. After that, before we go to Mr. Ogochuk, Mr. Erasmus, you can unmute yourself. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. It's still morning. It's 11:31 Nigerian time.
Yeah, good morning, Marcel. Merry Christmas to you.
I wish you the same, my brother.
Yeah.
Where are you joining us from?
From the US.
All right, sir. Mr. Erasmus, you know, we have discussed this thing countless times, and I told them that the US is going to come unannounced. And people think that this is all about coming to strike and moving away. What do you think that is ahead of this place we are?
Unfortunately, Marcel, my thinking is going to blow your mind. It may be completely different from what you are thinking.
We want to hear you.
I think this mission is already a compromised mission.
Okay.
So I'm not impressed with the attack or anything. It's already compromised ab initio. Before the attack, it already compromised because it was in collaboration with the NSA, Ribadu.
Okay.
So if American government is coordinating attack with the NSA that is busy army, secretly army Fulani herdsmen. So it's already a compromised mission. And if you have seen some videos of where those attacks happened, I think you saw some places where they showed in Sokoto State, there was no casualty at all. Bombs were dropping. So yeah, I don't know if you are thinking far, like what I'm thinking. Like I saw some videos where villagers took some bombs, shells, and everything. And I saw a report on Gaja Abi Punch. For that Sokoto, there was no casualty. So the question will be asking, who is giving them the locations? Is it the NSA that is giving them the locations? If the NSA is the one giving them the locations, which locations do you think they'll be giving them? Is it location that there were previous camp that the people have moved? You understand? The attack that I would have supported would have been attack unanimously conducted by American government, not attack conducted by American government in collaboration with NSA because it's compromised.
Yeah. One. The issue of this compromise. Yeah, that is what I was trying to explain from the beginning of this video. I make it clear that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs posted a memo that they collaborated with the American government. That collaboration is what people face to understand. If you can recall, I made a video, in fact, a series of videos talking about the agreement the NSA had with the American government when he traveled there. I talked about that extensively. Now, in that agreement, it is not like the collaboration you are thinking like, where do we strike? We are going to strike tomorrow. No, that is not the kind of collaboration. That is why Tinubu is afraid to publish the agreement and what they discussed with America. The collaboration
I understand what you are saying, Marcel. I understand what you are saying, right? I was thinking that before.
Yeah, there are casualties yesterday, a lot.
Okay. I was thinking that before, but I will tell you where I'm going. Okay, I am not impressed, because the two things that even though you have casualty here, you have casualty here, that's not going to solve anything. Now, let me tell you where my issue is. I'm advising Southerners in the north, especially Igbos. This is not a panic. It's not panic visiting. I will advise them to be sending their loved ones home, back to the south right now. They should start thinking of sending their loved ones home back to their homes. And the men should be ready to protect themselves when the need arises. The reason for this, go back and listen to interview of Gumi when Donald Trump threatened this attack. The first time he tweeted. Go and watch the interview of Gumi. Gumi specifically said that if Trump attacks, so that is when these people will turn their guns on the Christians. That all these complaints that you have been saying, they are not actually turning their guns on the Christians, that it is then that they will turn their guns on the Christians, and we know who is controlling these people.
Very good. This is where I was going to. There are some things I never wanted to say in this public space. But you see, people now know the beginning of the game, but nobody knows what is next.
Yes, that's probably where it's going.
Before America struck, they already knows where the end will be next year.
But
so
the people don't know now. The people
don't need to know.
No, let me tell you, Marcel, don't be deceived. We are talking of, this is not like, we are not talking about, there is something you don't understand here. We are not talking about terrorists coming out to attack people. Remember, we once had a discussion when I told you, and we all agreed that 90% of the people from this northwest and northeast, right?
Yeah.
They want Sharia.
Of course.
And remember, the terrorists that we call terrorists in the bush are not actually not terrorists to most of these people. They are freedom fighters to them.
Of course.
The people like Gumi are going to indoctrinate to come out, are going to mobilize to come out, are not the people in the bush. So do not be deceived that the American government will start bombing civilians, because it's civilians that will come out.
They will not bomb the civilians. You did not understand where I was going, and I think I am skeptical, like trying to say this in public. I'm not supposed to say it in public. Yeah, maybe after the live broadcast we can talk it in private. The issue here is this: the US knows the solution even more than everybody.
We and you don't talk about this, so we know the solution.
Yes, US knows the solution more than everybody. Now, I want to give you something. When this issue started, US Senator Ted Cruz, whether it's Cruz, okay, I think the right pronunciation is Cruz. Pardon me.
Yeah, it's Ted Cruz.
Yes, so he sponsored a legislation.
I remember I told you on this program. I told you about that. I said that was the solution.
Yes, to stop a Sharia issue, blasphemy, and all those things.
Yeah.
And a message came from far north there that this cannot be stopped in Nigeria. That was the day the US made up their mind what they want to do in Nigeria. So forget about what is going on now. They know the solution more than even us.
Yeah. I pray and hope that is, is actually what they have in mind, because I remember I told you on this program, I said, when I said the solution to the problem of Nigeria is the bill sponsored by Ted Cruz. And I told you that the North will never agree to drop Sharia. They have already tested it. Now, if they refuse to drop the Sharia, there will not be an opportunity to say, if we not drop Sharia for secular state, then everybody go away. That will be the only solution. But I pray that thousands of people will not go down. Innocent Christians, Southerners will not go down before it comes to the solution. Because that is my fear. Yeah, thank you very much. That's my fear.
All right, Mr. Erasmus, I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, let us go to Mr. Ogochukwu. Mr. Ogochukwu, you can unmute yourself. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. It's still morning anyway. Good morning. This is 11:39.
Okay, good morning, Marcel. I'm really grateful. I really thank God for this opportunity you gave to me. And I really appreciate you for what you are doing. Honestly, among all those that are doing anything on the online about news, you are number one to me. Because most of the times you give details of what is going on, and I really appreciate that.
And also tell you what to come.
Yes, so actually I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank
May
you.
the Lord
Thank you,
bless you.
All right, what is your take on this?
You see, Nigeria's story is okay. I'm speaking from Europe, from Greece precisely.
All right.
Okay, thank you, sir. Nigerian story is very, very difficult, and to be frank, the best option for Nigeria is to disintegrate. That everybody should go his own way. Because for me personally, I am of opinion, looking at Europe, the reason why Europe is the richest continent in the world is because they are divided into their tribes. Okay, so you cannot now, when somebody is corrupt, you will not be talking to the person basically because it's a different tribe, because all of us are one family. So personally, to me, whenever I look at it, I always see Nigeria in that aspect. Because if you come to Europe here, you will see a country like Kosovo, that is I think Kosovo is the newest country in Europe. How many are there? How many are there? They are very small. You can look at Liechtenstein, that is one of the richest countries in Europe. They are at 4,000 people there. So if, in my own opinion, whenever I'm discussing with people, I always tell them that in as much as I love Nigeria as a big nation, but looking at, we have different ideology. And looking at this ideology we have, other people said, oh, I will not give up my idea, that my idea is the best. So we cannot work together. And so far as anyhow that is not together cannot stand, it's not possible. So looking at that, I see it's the only best option for us to move forward, to be a country, or to achieve our destiny as a nation, is to disintegrate, that everybody go their own separate way. Looking at Nigeria from the foundation has problem, and any house that has a foundational problem is impossible for you to fix it. So the only way you can fix it is to crumble it and start it again. Which, looking at Nigeria is formed in deceit. How can you tell me a Kogi man is a north? How can you tell me a Benue man is from the north? How can you tell me, I have traveled there, I have lived there. So somebody, I'm not talking based on maybe I'm ignorant of all these places. I know where they are. I know all those places, the locations and where it is. So coming from when you mention Northeast, it's not, I met somebody in Nigeria last month. I was in Nigeria last month. So I met an Okada man. He carried me, because like the type of person I am, I'm somebody that whenever, I don't care who you are, whether you are anybody, I would like to interact with you, to know you better. So when he dropped me, I asked him, Oga, I spoke outside to him because I can speak later. Now, he said, and I asked him, what is your name? He said, Abraham. I said, where are you from? He says, he's from Chibok. And I now asked him, Chibok, is there a Christian there? He said, yes, that Chibok is more or less Christian. All of Chibok is Christian. But the point there is they as a Chibok people, he told me that Pump and Plain, that they that are there have the same issue that we that are in the south, like Igbos, how they see us in Nigeria is how they see them there. They can never amount, no matter how powerful you are, you can never amount to be on any leadership position. So if you look at this sentiment, you can now see that we have problems at our hand. That the only way we can solve this problem, like I pray that my prayer is that America will not, they will not just, after they have done this, they will just leave Nigeria like that. I want, since knowing fully well that Sharia it's impossible to remove Sharia in Nigeria, it can never happen. So the only way is, okay, let us go our separate ways. Divide Nigeria. If it is 5 countries or 10 countries, in any way they can do it. Let it be done. In short, that's my take. And that is what I believe. Even though that saying that we can be a nation, and maybe after 10 years, 20 years, because see, Nigeria, Nigeria don't want competition, whereby you want to progress, the other person don't want you to progress. You see, like you are running a company, me and you are running a company, you want to go forward. You want us that we do business and make profit, and I don't want us to do those business to make profit. And those things are very clear. There is no way both of us will continue because our idea is quite different.
All right.
So,
thank you so much. We have exhausted your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate. All right, Mr. Benos, you can unmute yourself before we get to Mr. Uchenna. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Mr. Benos, are you there? You are still muted.
Mr. Benos, are you there? You are still muted. Yeah. Mazoko, good afternoon from here.
Off your YouTube first. Okay? Off your YouTube so that I will not be hearing what I'm saying. You just muted yourself. So just unmute yourself so that we can hear you.
Just unmute yourself so that we can hear you, but off your YouTube. Okay.
You are still muted. You can unmute yourself. But
you are still muted. You can unmute yourself.
You are trying to listen to what you are saying on the background. So you cannot be listening and be talking.
So you cannot be listening and be talking.
Off your YouTube.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to another person then. I think we just have Mr. Uchenna. Okay. Mr. Praise, you can unmute yourself. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Unfortunately, today we are not receiving calls because I did not set up the number we used to receive calls. So we are just, bringing everybody to the screen. Okay, Praise, are you with us? You can unmute yourself. Good afternoon. Okay, it seems that it's not around there. Okay, Mr. Benos, you can join us back if you succeeded offing your device. Okay. We still don't get from him. Let us bring Mr. Zibini. Mr. Zibini, good afternoon, sir. You can unmute yourself. We can't hear you. You can unmute yourself.
Okay, I just did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the problem with Nigerians. I still, every day I just cry. What is wrong with us? We claim to be well educated. We don't act like it. Donald Trump can only do things step by step. He can't just go there and start do everything, change everything like that. I live in America. Before you do anything, you have to get the approval of the Americans. You have to carry them along. People just come on the air and just start talking this. If it was that easy, the country would have done it. They didn't allow it to do it. It takes steps. This guy gonna do something. He said many to come. He said it. I listen to news here every day. The guy is gonna do something, but he needs the approval of the Americans to do it. You don't just relax and stop being ungrateful. This guy's the only one that came and started doing this right for us. He has to disarm those terrorists first. He goes step by steps. When people call online, you start saying, I'm like, are we that? I don't want to use any words that will be offending people. Why are we acting like this? Oh my God. Nigeria does not belong to America. They don't have to do what they're doing right now. They don't have to do it. Other countries are silent. British is not doing anything. And yet
even China that is taking our goods and lithium, the whole this thing. China is even sponsoring all those militia that guard miners.
But yet we're complaining about Americans not doing this. What's wrong with us? Okay, Nnamdi Kanu is in prison. How many of these guys are coming on the air and say something? What are they doing? Nothing. Let it be known now, Nnamdi Kanu will be released very soon. Because in the Congress, he got some people that's lobby for his release.
Yeah.
So people need to stop all this ungrateful spirit in Nigeria, complaining about nothing that make no sense. Anyway, let me let go because I'm just upset the way I'm hearing some people on the
No,
air.
you shouldn't be upset because I have some other questions for you apart from what you are feeling towards what people are saying, because I actually want to get your own opinion. What do you think that is the future that holds this situation in Nigeria? Like, what are we expecting? Because we have a very serious situation. Now, let me explain more of the situation. We have a two constitution in Nigeria at this moment, the Sharia law and the Nigerian constitution. And inside the Nigerian constitution, there is a provision that states that Nigeria, like the parliament, Nigerian legislation, the Senate, the House of Rep, cannot amend Sharia law. Like they don't have power over Sharia law. And this Sharia law, we were told that it was only for people of one faith, the Muslims. But over the years, we have seen so many people being killed because they said something that other people think is blasphemy. The likes of them is Deborah and a lot of them, including someone who is in detention today. They said it was because of blasphemy. A Kano music artist, a singer, is still in detention. They want to execute him. What did he do? They said he blasphemed. So these are Sharia law, and it's not limited. We have the evidence that it's not limited on Christians. And these people are not ready to let it go. Okay. So the issue here is this. What is the next thing?
Now, remember, Jackson was released by the American telling the Nigerian. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're doing step by step. You have to disarm the Fulani first. They have so much power over Nigeria. It's by step by step by step. I promise you on the air right now, so many things are yet to come.
Yeah.
They're going to come and help us. We just need to stop all this American. You don't know what they're doing. They just say that stuff. They say something about the American collaborate with Nigeria. They're just saying that stuff. They're not going to give out the intelligence to Nigerians. They don't trust them.
Even Nigeria can't handle their intelligence.
Thank you. So why we come here and just believe
we know about that?
He just saying that to make it seem like they didn't just go to Nigeria and start bombing them.
That is politics. I'm trying to explain to people for the faith to understand.
But Nigerians that claim that we are so educated and come here and say some stuff like, do you think they will give Nigerians the intelligence when they know Nigerians already compromised? Come on, guys. Come on. Anyway, good morning over here. Good afternoon over there. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Okay. All right. C2, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself.
Okay. My brother Kocha.
If I can remember, it seems we had you some time ago.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. When I told you that when I say something that the Christians about the Christians, you know.
Yeah.
Now Donald Trump have proven that what I've been crying for, that is actually is going to do it. Okay? First of all, I will appreciate you. Believe you me, I do appreciate you because you are one of at least I can beat my heart now and said yes. I've seen someone again like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu who is hammering. This is how the way you were doing it was the way Mazen Nnamdi Kanu took his time, hammering on Nigerians to wake up. But this man, they call me all manner of name. Don't get offended. They will come and call you all manner of names. They will say that they pay you. They will brand you all manner of things. You know, Nigerians deserve not to be, you know, trying to make them look good. It's just because of our families. Everybody have families over there, because nobody wants to see his family being killed by these Fulani terrorists and then being kidnapped. Imagine if I've been had now, my family is being kidnapped now. First of all, I will go blind. I will be traumatized, you know. So I really appreciate Donald Trump, because it's like I started to be giving up. I was like, okay, since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu I've been trying his best to wake Nigeria up, and they wrongly pay Omotosho to jail him, both some Igbo politicians, not all of them. We know the ones that their hands are into what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is passing through today. At the good time, we have to make their name public to our people to understand. One thing I want to make my Igbo brothers to know and sisters, gone are the days, the betrayal of our people has to stop. If we have to do something, anything we have to do to remove these betrayers from our people, we have to do it, because I single-handedly believe that it's a betrayal of some of Igbo elite that caused us where we are today. Because that caused exactly what Nnamdi Kanu is suffering today, because Nnamdi Kanu has a good life to live. He has his family to look after. He's well educated and well polished. He's supposed to be, you know, maybe if he doesn't want to accept the throne, he can be in London where he lives and have his own company and do something meaningful with his life. But he is the one who find out that we, particularly in Igbo, are in danger. We are a danger species in Nigeria. That is how he has to raise the alarm. Not because he cannot do something meaningful with his life, but he has to. Somebody have to rescue someone. What you see Trump is doing now is somebody have to rescue someone. Somebody have to do it. Somebody have to do it. What you are equally doing today is exactly what Nnamdi Kanu is doing, raising alarm for Nigerians to wake up. But what did they do? Did they wake up? No, they didn't. So, being you taking your time to start, you know, telling them, look at what is happening, look at who is involved and who is not involved, but they keep quiet. Sure, I've been calling for revelation, you know, let's see if we can take it from there and chase out these criminals. But sure, to being called names, but we can't give up because we still have the families there. So, Kocha, I appreciate you once more again. I wake up this morning, begin to see the news. That was immediately I wake up every morning. From Sierra Leone where I live, the first thing I do is to check Nigeria. If you check other countries' news, you heard them. What you can hear is that they are building infrastructures. They are doing all manner of things. Other African countries are beginning to, you know, you see good news coming out from their places. But anytime you tune to Nigeria, all you will hear that bomb blast, Fulani terrorists kidnapped 21. They took students in the bush. They ambush people that's going. You need to hear. What you hear in Nigeria is a horrible, 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 horrible news. Horrible, horrible, and that torments me a lot. It torments me, Iggy, because even though if you don't have family there, what about other people? I'm not selfish. I'm not a selfish human being. What about other people? Okocha, I know what I spend for people I did not know, just to make sure that I you know, we shouldn't be doing that, but we are doing it because we have no government. We have no government. We have to tell ourselves the truth. It's only a terrorist. I have told many people that anybody who is against what Trump is doing is equally a terrorist. He's a terrorist. If you either you are sponsoring or you are participating on it, one way or the other, that person must be a terrorist. Okay, look at all the news. We are here from 10 years ago when we heard about this Boko Haram. We heard about all this their devilish art in the north. I had many people be saying that they are not going to come to west and east. Is them there? Let them kill themselves. I said to them, no. This thing you people are saying, it will certainly come down, because when you look at how Nigeria is being engineered, Nigeria is being manufactured and by Britain and handed to Fulanis. Okay, so they believe if they can handle Nigeria to them, so therefore they can control Nigeria the way they want. It's like a colonial master is going and then says, "You now are my boy. Take care of this property for me." What do you think is going to happen? This is exactly what Fulanis are doing. They believe that me and you are nobody. They believe we have to beg. They believe that before they give you a position, you have to kill your people. You have to be, in fact, you have to do all manner of things to become either governor or local government chairman. I categorically will tell you now, I am beating my chest telling you, apart from OT, that this our mother, Nnenioti, said, no, he cannot sold her soul. He cannot sold Abia people. Apart from Labour Party that stand and make their vote count. Apart from even, let me be clear, apart from that INEC woman, Nnenioti, she is the one that, whatever that is happening in Abia State now, credit should go to that woman. Because she can easily call another result. What are you going to do? We saw it in Imo State. Number 4 become number 1. So are we not bearing the brunt today? So the woman look at it and say, no, my people is not going to be perished. Apart from Oti, any other governor, any other politician, and apart from P2B, I'm not crediting P2B or trying to, come and, how am I going to put it? Trying to, lift their, trying to, make people see them as something or trying to credit them. But I'm telling you, Igbo people, when we see the good of us, we know. When we see the bad of us, we know. It's just like me now, campaigning for Odios Okalo to become a president. Can't you see that something is wrong with me? He himself knows that he cannot come out and say he wants to be a president. We will throw him a stone. We know who he is. Igbo people don't campaign for criminals. We don't. It's not in our lineage. We don't campaign for criminals. That's why we don't support evil. But some of them do. That is why some Igbo people that support evil, you can never see me fight for them. Let their evil. Let that their evil they are supporting. Let them repeat. I support the ones. I fight for the ones who cannot fight for themselves. That's the ones I'm fighting for. So apart from Oti and few Igbo politicians, other ones are being ruled by the Fulanis. Put there, they're being put in whatever any post they are. They've been put there by the Janjaweeds, the Fulanis terrorists. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Any Igbo politician you see that can beat in chest today and say, I am not corrupt, like P2B is telling them, go and check it. Other ones, Fulanis have their data. That's why they cannot speak when Fulani can come into our land and rape our mother in our own farm, which is a taboo, and kill a woman in farm.
It's all right. It's all right, sir. We have exhausted your time.
Yeah, Coach, I'm very angry, honestly. So I've been, before I go, or I will stand by, maybe if you call me next time. I asked myself, when I started looking what was going on, I asked myself, have they manipulated Trump? That is what I've been asking myself. Did they use propaganda? Are they succeeded in use propaganda to manipulate this man? Because I look at it, I say, if he failed, we are all going to die. Okocha, this is the truth. You know me, if he failed to intervene, these people will run, they will overrun everybody and they will kill everybody. Nnamdi Kanu told you that they will arm these people, they will embody them, and they will kill with impunity, and you're not going to do anything about it. He said it in one of his broadcasts, and we watch it happen. That they will embody them to kill. And let me tell you, some of the people who want to exonerate Tinubu. Tinubu is not a saint. This is the man who told you that he will continue where Buhari stops. So when I see people who come to say exonerate him from this terrorist something, you are just wasting your time. This man says he will continue from where Buhari stops. So if he's not saying, if he says he's not part of them,
it's all right, sir.
Let him release the list of the people sponsoring terrorists. If he said he's not part of them. Okocha, thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate it, okay? Thank you so much for joining us. All right. Obono, before we come back to you, let us run through the other guests because we just have few time to finish this stream. All right, Mr. Ben, let's go to Mr. Ben first. So mute yourself, Mr. Ben. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I don't know if you can be audible so that.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
All right, thanks for joining us. What was your feeling when you hear that the United States struck Nigeria this Sunday morning?
Okay. Mr. Okocha, you know I've been following your programs. If I wanted to have any information that is from the right source, I always got it from your channel. So this morning, I was very, very happy. To be frank with you, I'm happy. You cannot tell me that Americans will come to this Nigeria and they will use their missile on a mere ground where they will not affect anything. We just for no target is impossible. It's not possible. You know, before this thing happens, there is something American did. They awarded Christians money. You understand? So they are working with experience and intelligence. You cannot manipulate the intelligence of Americans when they went to do something. And one thing is that Trump is not a man that can say something and he will not do it. Yes, that's why I said he's a leader. But in summary of the whole thing is that for the fact that there is nothing you can do that the Northerners will allow themselves to abolish the law which they are practicing, which is their Sharia law, which is not in line with the Christianity. So in everything, the truth is that in Nigeria, for the whole thing to be settled and the issue to be solved, is disintegration of Nigeria. Nigeria must be divided for this issue to be settled. But the anger the man is going through now is what I'm so happy about, because these people are well prepared, to be honest with you. Every action they are taking, everything they are doing, they prepared it from years ago. It's not today that they have started preparing it. What they are just trying to do is not to take action of what they have prepared, the underground foundation which they have laid. But you know, God is not a man. When a man plans finish, God will not take his own action as God. You see why he's now using America under Trump regime to liberate Igbos, especially to liberate Christians from the bondage and shackles of the Sharia law called Nigeria. Because there is no way I myself is practicing a religion that did not harm. You yourself is practicing the one that if you kill somebody, you will be a saint. Then you say you can, two of us will work. It's impossible. It doesn't go that way. It doesn't go that way. The truth is that we are still, in my own point of view, I'm still expecting more. I'm expecting more. Let that work which the Lord has started, let it be accomplished. That is my take, sir.
All right, Mr. Ben. Thanks for sharing what you think about this with us.
Okay.
All right. We have Hard Not at this moment. Good afternoon, Hard Not. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good morning, Okocha from here.
Yeah, you're with us. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would just like to say that our people. There was a caller. I think it was Erasmus. Someone who called before who was saying something about Igbos who live in the north and anywhere should be very security conscious. So me, first of all, I'm Igbo, and I'm very particularly concerned about the security of my people anywhere in Nigeria, because Nigeria has a history of spilling our innocent blood anytime they deem it fit, necessary or unnecessary. We cannot pretend that the people in Nigeria are reasonable people, because they've shown many times that regardless of what the situation is, they just look for Igbos to kill. It doesn't matter if Igbos are the ones who intervened, initiated the process, involved or not. If there is a cartoon in Denmark and they make a caricature of Mohammed, they pounce on you, us, and kill us. If Nigerian soldiers plot to carry out a coup if soldiers from all tribes carry out a coup, they turn around and pounce on us and kill us. If we say we want to leave Nigeria, we don't want to be part of this country anymore, everybody said that's the solution. Be it from Aburi Accord, regionalization, they turn around and kill us. If we say we want to do business, they turn around and kill us. If Mazen Namdo comes in to fight for our freedom, they turn around and kill us and jail him. Other people who are pursuing the same thing, they set them free. So what I'm just saying is that now that Donald Trump has come through with his threats and has started striking, I'm not there. I'm not seeing the people that are being targeted or being destroyed or the strongholds of the terrorists. But if you listen to that Erasmus man, he sounds like a Yoruba man. He was being diplomatic. Because see, Master Culture, you see, the thing in Nigeria is that Nigeria is a very dangerous place. So everybody is for himself. We only come out and pretend that we are one nation, but we are not. We seek the destruction of the other tribe. That is what we do. So in this case now, the way he was sounding, he was trying to say, oh, Igbos should start relocating. And I agree, you know. He also was saying that the terrorists are also freedom fighters and brothers of some people. I agree too. But what he left out was that his brother, Tinubu, is a Yoruba man, and he's a man who is in charge, who should be in charge of the security of everybody in the country. So if you ask me, what am I going to say? Am I happy that Trump is attacking the terrorists? That's not the solution. It's good, but that's not the solution to the problem in Nigeria. The solution to the problem in Nigeria is to call for a referendum. Just give us that honor and respect that you give to people elsewhere in the world.
And somebody is asking, if these people are not disarmed, if the sponsors are not also neutralized through this process, and you think about everybody should go on their separate way, these people have the capacity to overrun just a newly formed entity like a country and take over them. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, well, okay, Simajo, I'm not a military expert, but I know that even in Iraq, in Afghanistan, when they try to destroy ISIS and Al Qaeda, these things don't. You're going to kill people, yes, but you can't get rid of an ideology because this ideology is in the mind of the people. You know,
of course, so I get what you are saying, but we are talking about neutralizing them. The ideology is not the part of people in my state, but these people have taken over places in my state.
Okay, so Mazi, okay, why is it that people in your state cannot fight them? So the problem
if they are not fighting, there will be no place called Nigeria today.
No. Mazi, the problem is one of administration. So if you call for a referendum or plebiscite, let people go their own ways, then everybody will be serious in dealing with these people. The reason why we're not dealing with them is because of sabotage. Look at what we try to do in the East. What Mazi Unam tries to do with ESN, it was sabotage. What Yorubas are trying to do is being sabotaged. You see, the federal government, the federal might. So divided, everybody go their separate way. Then we'll handle this thing. Why they're treating us as if to say we are animals. They will bomb all these strongholds. You're not gonna. There's no way you're gonna wipe all of them out. How will that solve our problem? Except they're saying that after doing that, the next line of action is to call for a referendum or plebiscite. If that is not the next line of action, then what they're doing now is just setting another ground for these people to look for any reason to pounce on on Igbos and Christians and start slaughtering them. So, you know.
So what in a nutshell, what are you saying?
In a nutshell, what I'm saying is that just like they did in South Sudan and Sudan, just like they did in Kosovo, in Yugoslavia of old, just like they did in Czechoslovakia of old, they should call for a referendum. We are human beings, just like they did in Brexit, in England, in the UK, whether they want to be part of EU or not. Just like they also did when they asked the Scots if they wanted to be part of the UK or not. They should do the referendum for Black Africans. We are human beings in Nigeria, so that people can pursue self-determination, and then these people can build their own security network and safeguard their God-given lands, ancestral lands, using their intelligence as human beings.
All right. That is a good point. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Mr. Hadnot. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to Mr. Wimbu. This live broadcast was scheduled for 2 hours. We just have about 15 minutes left. Oh my God. Mr. Wimbu, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Are you there with us?
Yeah, thank you so much, Sokoto. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you so much. God always continue to bless you. The kind of job that you are doing and considering where you are as well. God bless your family for supporting you as well. And we will continue to pray for you for the truth that you have picked up to, speak
Thank you, sir.
to the entire world. You see, I salute every one of your, listeners in the comment sections. Those that share the same values and opinion together, and those that are not. We cannot share the same opinion, the same time. And not everybody will like what I'm going to say now. I am so happy with what America has done. I am absolutely happy. That was what I was expecting the government that I serve in active service to do long time ago, but they refused to do that. They allowed over 6,000 jihadists or extremists to enter into the borders of Nigeria from north, simply because they wanted to chase Goodluck Jonathan out. In case Goodluck Jonathan refused to give up power, these 6,000 jihadists, what came into their mind when they were bringing this people into Nigeria? What was their mindset when they were bringing this people into Nigeria? Because of that, they are compromised. They are complicit with what is going on. They don't have the temerity to stand up and speak to them and fight them head on. That is the reason why you see the negotiations, paying, trying to subtle ways of, appeasing them, because they brought them, they empowered them, they gave them those arms that they are using through kidnapping and ransom paying. That is what they are using to equip them with their support from those that have the same ideology from outside Nigeria. That is exactly what happened. Trump has come in now to do what he did simply because those of our people within the Midwestern states, Middle Belt or Midwestern states, came out, that they have captured them. If not for what Trump has done today, Nigeria has no powers to tame these people. Nigeria has no power to tame these people. The same Nigeria that it took only 4 hours to dislodge coupists in Benin Republic. The same Nigeria that was
excuse
bold
me, sir,
enough.
is it actually Nigeria don't have the power, or they don't have the will because they are colluding?
See, they don't have anything to do. They are not complicit with what is happening. That what has happened in the Benin Republic. They are complicit with what has what is happening in Nigeria. That is the reason why they cannot. My brother, you cannot slap a boy You see, when you take something from a little child, it is difficult for you to beat that child, isn't it?
Yeah.
You will consider what you have taken from that child. So it will be difficult for you. In this case, we have seen evidences that are bound. Helicopters, who gave them the helicopters? These people have the capacity to bring down aircraft and helicopters, military helicopters. They have the power to. Who gave them those sophisticated weapons that they are using to bring down? It is only the government and those that are in high power, in the high places of authority, that are supporting them and giving them all this support that they are using to do what they are doing. You see, let me tell you, as for Mazi Chuks, I don't want to romanticize this issue. Nigeria can never be one. That diversity the British is preaching to you people, disobey it, disregard it. In as much as you have Islam and Christianity in parallel, the other Christians are tolerant. Christians are very, very tolerant, but Islam is not tolerant to other religions. And as long as Islam is what it is in Nigeria, this thing will not stop. No matter the bombardment you are going to bombard them, it will not stop. And I would like America, because there is no information that America that is not privy to. I would like America, because if you want to attack a fire, you must attack the base of the fire, not the flames. Those terrorist ISIS camps, those terrorist cells, they are the flames or the smoke. But the foundation, the base of the fire are those people that are sponsoring them. America has their names. They have the list. They should go after them and deal with them decisively, adopting what we call mopping up. And the Nigerian government should now show the world and the Nigerians that, oh, we are not what you've been thinking about us, and our attitude towards fighting terrorism is not. They should now go out and begin to tame them and fish them out and begin to talk, because America has softened the ground for them now. If they were saying that they have so much weapon, they are so powerful that they cannot go after them, America is softening the ground for you. Then you cannot do much anymore. Most of the 60% or 70% of the job of the task has been accomplished for you. Now the 40-30%, go and mop up this terrorists, radical, extremists. And if you feel that Nigeria is still going to work, then you believe that. As for me, Mazo Kocha, with what has happened, cancer will never go until you cut it out. When the Bosnian Serbs, after the collapse of communist regime in Eastern Europe, the Bosnians tried to take over the rest of the people in former Yugoslavian Republic. And that made the United Nations to vote to send United Nations Peace Protecting Force in Yugoslavia. It was as a result of ethnic cleansing, the dominance of Islam by these Bosnian Serbs. That was what took us there. And today, you cannot hear them speak about the ethnic cleansing today, because you have 7 countries out of Yugoslavian Republic. So this is what I want Nigeria to do. This is what I want every one of us to do, because there is no peace when Islam is trying to dominate a particular place. They will do it no matter how long it takes. Go and listen to the voice of Olawumi, Kunle Olawumi. All these things are real. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Wimbo. Glad to have you. I don't know how I'm going to beg, my fans, the participants who have been waiting patiently for this, because we just have 7 minutes left. But let me see if I can just bring people who are on the screen. Mr. Nat, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Please kindly help us just to summarize what you think about this situation.
Thank you, Mr. Okocha. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What do you think about this situation on ground?
Yes. In fact, I'm very pleased with all the members are people who have contributed immensely with on this particular program.
All right.
On a very quick one, I just want to inform us that what you hear that the Americans have done in Nigeria is just a litmus test. I particularly have observed where America have taken cognizance of issues like this, and this is just a litmus test for them to know, and for the Islamists to know, that the presence of America is in Nigeria. That this litmus test is just for them to know that they have known all the areas where they require to attack. This litmus test is just for them to know. They want to see the reactions of the Islamists, let them understand, and see the next direction where they are moving to. The satellites are watching them. They are watching their next move and where they are moving to. So we should expect more of this from the America in the coming days. Before the new year, you will hear that the major stronghold of the Islamists will be highly, attacked. And that will bring a very great subtle to our people. And now it's an advantage for the military, Nigerian military, to go in, because just like the last speaker said, they have softened ground for the Nigerian military to go in and do their job. You don't expect the Americans to do everything for us. They have done, just like he said, 70, but I take it that they have done 50% of what is needed for us to be done. It is now left for the boot soldiers on ground to go now and do the rest of the assignment. Thank you very much.
Sir. Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Ndare, good afternoon, sir. You can unmute yourself just in 1 minute. Tell us what you think about this, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kota. I'm so happy, and since I've joined the program, man, I've never missed hearing from you. And all
thank
the
you
things
so much.
come to pass, Just like the last commentator, right, said, this is just a litmus paper proof to see what the reaction is going to be. And secondly, we are now waiting if the Nigerian soldiers can move in. If actually they are not accomplished, if they are not compromised, we are expecting them now to make the next move, because America will not do everything for them. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Greg, it's so unfortunate that we don't have time again. Mr. Greg, please unmute yourself and tell us what you think about this. Okay.
Thank you.
Just in 1 minute, sir. Tell us what you think about this.
Yeah, what again do I think? My only comment I'm here to make again is concerning our Igbo people in the north. They should be on alert. They should be watchful, very, very careful, and get prepared for anything that is coming, because I don't think these people will just keep quiet. So, as we encourage America to do whatever they can do, we still tell our people to be on alert, because the problem there is these people know the federal government of Nigeria is with them. Who gave Asari Dokubo AK-47? Who gave the vigilante? I want to ask you, Mazi, my brother, did all those Amotek in the West, did they have what do you call it? They have AK-47?
No, they don't have AK-47. No, they don't have.
Okay, but Ribadu gave Fulani AK-47 and called them vigilante. So those vigilante he gave AK-47 that are in the East and the West, and they coupled with Asari Dokubo. How would America get to them? So they are very, very, their plans are working, but it's only we who are suffering that have to get up and tell them no, they cannot succeed, as America is taking the way they can help. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Please, for those of you who have been waiting that we could not reach, do well to join us in the evening. Have a nice day.